Hi folks, today we're looking at a token which relies on the devotion mechanic. This is an ability that came in with the Purphoros Beyond Death set. So you'll get this little ionic column um, icon on your Planeswalker, and whenever you cast a mono-coloured card, your devotion in that colour increases by +1. The other little thing, the changeling thing, is Chandra's ability, planeswalker ability. Ignore that. So we're interested in that column, and we're going to try and increase our devotion to red by casting mono-colored red cards, and that's how we're going to do that. Would you be interested, once I've done all these tokens, in me doing the 180 or so abilities that are in the game and mechanics? I'd be interested in doing that myself, so let me know. Anyway, yeah, devotion to red is what we're after today to create this unique token. There's only one card that makes the token we're looking at, and we'll have a look at that in a second. There it is. Right, we've drawn it. Let's go and have a look at it. So our devotion to red is 1 now, +1, because we've cast one red card. So I'm going to try and get that up a little bit because of this. Purphoros' intervention has create a Purphoros' elemental token. And that's what we're here to look at. And that has trample and haste. When it enters the battlefield, it gets +X+0, where X is your devotion to red. So we want to get our devotion up a little bit. And we want to smash Greg's face in. But what we really want to do is have a look at the wonderful token, of course. So we'll play some red cards, try and get our devotion up a couple of points, and then we'll get the elemental token into play. And we'll check that it works and that it does indeed get +X+0. So there we go. We'll be throwing a few spells at Greg, and I think I'll try and get Volcanic Rambler down his mono red. So that will give us a +1 to our devotion too. And then we'll play the Purphoros' intervention and get the token. Purphoros is from Theros. He's god of the forge on Mount Velus. So his forge was so hot it attracted dragons. And he got into a fight with Heliod, the sun god, and Heliod called on his champion Daxos to clear all the gods out of Melitus. And the other gods, including Purphoros, called on their champions. And that was kind of the battle across that plain in Theros. So there you go. There's some of the background, and that's who Daxos is. Right, we're at +4 for our devotion. Purphoros' intervention itself is a red spell, so we'll go to +5. Which means we should get +5. Excellent. Right, 6/1 elemental, but it does destroy itself at the end of turn. So we need to get round to our turn to check the battle log and have a look at it. Here we go. Right, battle log, our turn, and there it is, Purphoros' elemental. Right, Purphoros' elemental, it's rare. It has trample and haste. It's 1/1. It's red and has the creature type elemental. And when this creature enters the battlefield, it gets +X+0, where X is your devotion to red. And at the end of your turn, destroy this creature. I think this would be brilliant in a. I've never used it, but I think that spell would be brilliant in a red loop deck, wouldn't it? Because you'd keep putting this massive token into play, and your red devotion would keep growing and growing. I think that could work. I might have a go at that myself. I've never tried it. And it's an elemental, and elementals are always good, aren't they? I think there's a couple of objectives where that's useful. So let's have a look at the artwork. I think this is, again, really nice piece of work. This is yet another Svetlin Velenov. If you've been following any of these videos, this is now Svetlin's 8th token, and I'm expecting more. I have no idea. I haven't looked ahead at my list. But Svetlin Velenov did this really nice piece of work. So that is Purphoros' elemental. Really nice token.